What's up everybody and welcome to another edition of AGR's Pop Culture Reviews. Okay guys, you already know how much of an influence Robotech or Macross in Japan had an influence on me growing up as a child. Again, it was one of the progenitors of what got this show started, and I'm not going to go off on a tirade again of how important it was, but just know that this was an important and landmark series, especially when it came over to the US. Now, given the fact that Robotech, Macross in Japan, was incredibly complex and multifaceted, spanning multiple generations, it's hard to kind of distinguish which one is your favorite character. But for me, I always had a personal favorite that was Commander Roy Fokker in the legendary Skull Leader. So of course, anything having to do with Commander Roy Fokker is definitely going to make an appearance on the show. So today we're going to be reviewing Kid Logic's version of the VF-1S Valkyrie, the mechanical bus statue. Let's take a closer look. Now first let me apologize guys, I've actually had this in the studio for about 2 months or so along with the rest of the busts. I just didn't get around to reviewing them. Now this is absolutely stunning and I can obviously see why these sold out so quickly. This bust is beautiful to look at. If you remember, there's some ultra detailed concept art photos of the VF-1S. This is exactly what you get out of the box and it is so impressive. There's so much detail here guys. Now one of the things that I want to do this time around is I do want to start on the lasers / antennae, because one of my subscribers actually pointed out that they are actually lasers. The head unit of the VF-1S is definitely one of the most unique, and the antennae, because they come in dual lasers, is really nice as well. Now these are magnetic, so they clip in very nicely and you get that nice satisfying effect. It is a strong magnet. Lots of detail here, and I love the gray that they use offset against the white. The panel lines are done so well. Everything just looks so realistic guys. There is a nice wash on them also for like a little bit of grit and grime. It's awesome. Now the visor is beautiful guys. It has this nice kind of dusty effect to it which looks worn. The other thing that I love is the green taint, which is really nice, but take a look at the sensors inside guys. It is absolutely incredible, the level of detail here. Everything looks so mechanical. It is freaking awesome guys. The sensor in the front is also done very nice. Nice red there. Everything just looks so great here guys. Again, this is why these sold out so quickly. Now just like with the VF-1J that we already reviewed on the show, the neckline is also very impressive. Lots of detail there. I love the washes. Most importantly though, you get to see all the servos and all the gyros that actually make the head move. Now it is a little bit restrictive in terms of the movement. You can move it left to right, but it's not as movable or it's not as malleable as I thought it would be. You also get the plate in front, and again, it is not functional. You can't open up the flap or the air brake. But overall, the detail is so nice here. The paint job is also done very well. Very QC, or very little QC problems I should say. The no step sign is a nice detail right in the front, and this one, this air flap is actually more aligned than the other ones. Some of them had a bit of an issue that they were off, but this one is actually done a little bit better. Again, I just wish that it could open and close. It would have been a nice touch. Could have been magnetic too, and that would have been really awesome. Overall though, I have to say this is very impressive. Very similar to the VF-1J. Not too many differences here, but still pretty awesome. Now in terms of the bases, I can tell that Kid Logic just kind of copied and pasted everything. All of them are very similar. They all have this nice kind of gantry look to it. It's got those nice black and white stripes with the kind of like metallic and industrial look, which is really nice. Now the way that I see it is that they don't have to get so kind of specific with these bases. I actually like what they did. It's nice that they're standard so that when you put them all together, it looks very nice and they look part of the set, which is really cool, especially for collectors who like symmetry. Now just like the previous bust, if you're going to have this in a collection or a case, you definitely want to mirror it because there is a lot of detail on the reverse side. Mostly the antennae or the lasers pop out really well. It's nicely done. You also get the 001 logo, some incredible detail on the back. It does say FDS1, and I love the red color which really offset and pops. The color palette on the reverse side looks great. You also get a greater look at all the coils and all the wiring that pop out right from that pack on the reverse side, which looks really nice guys. You also get a greater sense of how this attaches to the base. Overall, definitely mirror this one. Now again, as it relates to the base, not too many surprises here. Again, they kind of copied and pasted from the previous bust, and I imagine the rest of them are going to look the same once we review them. Now, I do love the fact that it has that nice grate which looks metallic. That's actually where you put the batteries in, and I'll show you why that's important. The sticker does say VF-1S. Now, the only thing that bothers me is that it in fact says VF-1S and it's a sticker sheet. I mean, they could have done a nice plaque or something like that. that's eventually gonna wear off, so that's disappointing. Alright guys, if you've wondered why these things are so damn expensive, well, this is the reason. And it is absolutely amazing, guys. The way that these busts light up are incredible. It feels like you're looking at a damn Christmas tree. Just look at all the sensors. They're going off like crazy. It is just absolutely amazing. And they're very bright, guys. These things are not ambient. They are like freaking beaming light out of the head. It's really cool, guys. Again, this is what makes them so expensive, and what turns it over for me is really this feature. It is absolutely stunning, and it's a nice centerpiece. Imagine if you have all of them lit up. This is gonna look amazing, guys. Okay, without question, because of the fact that they are so awesome and they sold out so quickly, this is easily a holy grail piece, guys, and if you have the entire 4 set, it's gonna look great, guys. I don't know what I can say about this. They're just so freaking cool. But they have gone to the secondary market, so they're going to be much more expensive. So if you can get one for a relatively good price, definitely pick it up. Now before I go, I just want to thank the folks over at Sideshow Collectibles for sending this wonderful piece over for review. Alright everybody, so that's my official review on Kids Logic's version of the VF1S Valkyrie, the mechanical bust statue. As always, I thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next AGR's Pop Culture Reviews.